The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On one, ready?
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon.
Let's go.
Just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead.
Let's go, boy. Oh, man.
And now a throw on first
You dropped it, boy.
Put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forcing incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now it's Burrow. Pass to the sideline.
Let's go.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great way to convert.
That was pretty.
There, 21 yards to play. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And the stop
Let's go.
will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
What? This bro quit?
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
What's up with it, bro? You ain't gonna talk? Oh, you focus.
Ritter looking to put it up right away.
Let's go. Interception. Let's go. Let's go. Needed that. Good looking.
First down. Here's Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
Let's go, boy.
Down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Let's go.
Our first carry here for Joe Mixon.
Let's go.
Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Again, it's Mixon.
Oh, good stop.
Get him behind the line so that on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Burrow. And he's going to go down.
I'm be smart. I'm going to kick it.
That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals
I won't even force that.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes.
Baby, I know your nosy ass being nosy.
But right now, this was all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our
What? I know he ain't.
the ball game.
I was about to say, good one.
Designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on first down. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. A give left side to Robinson.
Bro, we can now stop you right now.
All the way down to the 23-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. First down, here's Ritter. Got a man, it's London. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to
That's a
turn
good
that ball
one.
free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good one.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender
What?
so well.
Touchdown.
Good one.
Desmond Ridder on target to Drake London. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Let's go. Good catch, boy.
They'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they bring it to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again.
Let's go.
Some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
Let's go. Good catch.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll give it to Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. To Mixon on the check down. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throw on 3rd down, knocked away.
You being smart, kicking
Coverage
that.
was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and they'll get it back with a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Good stop. Good stop.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over
Good stop. Let's go.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. Ridder and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Let's go.
While this one knocked down in the backfield, it's incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up.
He's still going for it.
You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Ritter looking to throw here on fourth.
Let's go.
He's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end
kicked
zone.
that.
But in this spot, the defense was
Should
all
have punted
over
that,
play
man.
and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot,
Dang it.
the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Throw left side.
Let's go.
Complete. That's Boyd. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. Inside handoff to Mixon.
Let's go.
Get this inside the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Now Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. McPherson's kick is good.
Let's go.
Turning factor in the safety. This now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone.
Good stop.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ritter to throw it.
Let's
His
go.
early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A very interesting call and one that
Try to get me, bro.
Losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
Let's go, boy.
Plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Let's go.
And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Burrow going to keep it himself.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Bengals. The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And caught by London. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Ritter now on 2nd down. Throws right back to London, complete again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Ritter. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over.
Come on.
This game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Let's go, interception.
He's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bengals will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Can't mess with you, bro.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Yo, he got it back. My bad. I did not mean to do that.
Picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he
I'm still going to win this game.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter.
Lucky.
Back with one complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. He's got his man London right side. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
You going to get this, though.
They'll run with Robinson.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Ritter.
And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd and goal. Ritter with it.
Lucky.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Bijan Robinson.
A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Let's go. We got this. We got it. Let's go.
He takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Still just a 2-score game.
I knew you was going to do it.
But they're going to go onside kick here anyway.
I've been watching your game. I knew you was going to do it. Let's
and this
go.
is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And quickly, they get to the line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a 2nd and just 3.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Mixing up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. David Onyemata there on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A handoff to Mixon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
One on two fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now
might be over with, bro. Good game.
Difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
This is 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Daxton Hill picks.
Yeah, you better get up out of here. Good game.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. All that and more coming up next.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
They'll start by running the option to the right. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
On second down, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson, options out left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson dances by him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 more yards there and another first down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Jackson on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Again, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one hauled in by Sample. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 3rd and 1, he's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Roquan Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Burrow looking to pass. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 54 yards. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned him. And I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. The dangerous Hill now to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll throw on first down with Jackson to the right side into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson, option right. The quick feet by Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Jackson on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
To throw is Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
2 good drives on their first 2 possessions. Remember, the first wound up in a field goal, but we all know field goals aren't going to cut it in the NFL. So they're not going to be denied here, and they wind up punching this one into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They go to the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Burrow. He completes it to Burrow.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. And he will again run into a wall as he is stopped at the 4-yard line.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal. Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
once again back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
McPherson on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The return man is Hill. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from the last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Jackson options out left. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28. 16 yards on that one and a Raven 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He finds it all over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have yet again retaken the lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. There you go. And out now, here come the Bengals. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. This is caught. It's Burrow. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's a give to Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Well, the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a first and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on first and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
2nd and 5.
Throwing is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Jackson's throw complete there to Beckham.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Dobbins running out of the gun.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
He stiff arms it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson options out left, and that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. Back deep is Charlie Jones.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by one score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Burrow going to set up the draw.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Second down in a yard. Burrow, he's going to keep it on the option.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. First down. Here's Burrow. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's put 6 on the board, fellas.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I like them here on this drive. End this drive with a 6-0. Play it safe, boys. Play it safe. Let's get on here with the double offense. Unstoppable. Baby, got 6. Keep
final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick six.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. The Ravens were led in that first half by who else? The former MVP Lamar Jackson. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
He will find his man Chase complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Now Burrow. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd down and 3. Burrow will throw. This one hauled in by Sample. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Burrow going to fake to mix it, and now look to throw. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And brought down, but not
inside the 10 to the 7. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now first and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
And Burrow going to throw again. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
That'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. That is caught.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. A little juke. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Smith. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From midfield now, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Burrow's throwing into the hands of Boyd. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On 2nd down, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run forward with Mixon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Now Burrow on first down. This is caught. It's Boyd. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
There's some points on the board.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
An extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Ravens ready to take over. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the 3rd quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. Throw outside is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
In motion left goes a tight end. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run it. It's Hill. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Nice job holding them out of the end zone on 3rd down. I think you need to give a big assist to this crowd.
Yeah, they're really rallying them, aren't they? They're behind them the whole way. And they get that little bit of extra motivation when you're in a tough situation. Let's see what happens here on 4th down if they go for it. Can the crowd help them one more time?
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brings up 2nd
Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. And we've got a dandy here. A one-point game as we begin the fourth. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
So they'll try to move the ball closer here on third down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. Throwing is Jackson. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So he looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So here comes Justin Tucker in a big spot. This for a fourth quarter lead. And that is no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
And this is a commentary of today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical fourth quarter possession. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Play action. It's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down, here's Burrow. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. McPherson now for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Sample in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times on their many chances thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Burrow looking to pass. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Oh, nice Nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And he gets us up to the 34 out of bounds there. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Bring it in. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Working the middle here. That's complete to Sample, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd down and 6 now.
Burrow will throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Mixing up the middle. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Burrow.
He'll drop this one down and mix it.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Touchdown! Jamar Chase on a touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And Jackson throwing once more. Being chased out left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Hendrickson able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson now. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, Why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player who's having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This one into the hands of Aguilar. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as he's down to the 11. Now Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.